Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Moon, Serena, and it's me, Sailor Starfighter, Dustin here. And today we're going to give our thoughts on evolution, or forwards. Since evolution is most likely a Latinist or Frenchish borrowed word, the English word would be forward. Now, this show started out with Lila Valkyria fighting Becky Lynch for the WWE Woman and her Lamb Body winnings, which is the same thing to the men's one. And this was a good match. There were a lot of times in this match where you thought Lila Valkyria would win it back for the 2-with time, or Bayley would win it for the first time. But no, that didn't happen. Becky Lynch beats both Lila Valkyria and Bayley and keeps the WWE Woman and her Lamb Body winnings for another day. Then the next match, was Jordynne Grace fighting Jacy Jayne for the WWE NXT Woman Heavyweight winnings. And a lot of folks thought that Jordynne Grace was going to win it due to her winning a tag team match on the other show. And that didn't happen. But there were many times in this match where you thought that Jordynne Grace had it won. But at the end of the day, thanks to Blake Monroe's shifting heel, Jacy Jayne beats Jordynne Grace and keeps the WWE NXT Woman Heavyweight winnings. After that, it was a WWE Women's Tag Team match, which would have, Kairi Singh and Asuka, with Saruka and Zaya, along with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss fighting Raquel Gonzalez and, Roxanne Perez. Good match. There were times where you thought any one of these teams could win it, that you thought one team was going to win it, you thought the other team was going to win it, but at the end of the day, Raquel Gonzalez and Roxanne Perez keep the WWE Women's Tag Team winnings. After that, you had Tiffany Stratton fight Trish Stratus for the WWE Woman Heavyweight winnings. And this was a good match because there were many times in this match where you thought that Trish Stratus was going to win it for the 8th time, and time you thought Tiffany Stratton was going to lose it. But at the end of the day, Tiffany Stratton beats Trish Stratus and keeps the WWE Woman Heavyweight winnings. Then after that, we had Jade Cargill fight Naomi Knight in a no-holds match with Bianca Belair as the outstanding match keeper. And they did a lot of things to each other. Clutter cans, going through boards, seats were worked on each other, even fighting staffs. There was a lot of things going on. And at the end of the day, Jade Cargill beats Naomi Knight. Then we had the women's fighting Kingly, and which had women from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. No, there were no women from Evolve or Furlong, and there were no women from the LFG team either. Only Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. No, there was no TNA, folks. There may have been talks where folks thought TNA would have some women wrestlers on the show, but no, that didn't happen. And at the end of the day, it was won by Stephanie Aker. Then we had Io Shirai fight Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. And this was a good match because there were many times in the match where you thought Rhea Ripley was going to have it won, that Io Shirai was going to keep it. But at the end of the day, Naomi Knight comes in, makes it a freeway, and then beats Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley and wins the Women World Heavyweight winning for the 3-with time. Other words, meaning that Naomi Knight goes from SmackDown back to Raw due to winning that strap. You're right, Sailor Moon. You're right, Serena. I liked Evolution or Forwards. I thought it was a good show. Now, I know some folks out there are not going to like it. They're going to say, oh, well, they're going to say that TNA did a show like that years ago. They'll say the NWA did a show like that, or MLW. They'll say, well, if they did, great for them. But no one really talks about their shows, do they? If they did do those shows. And even if they did those shows before WWE did, it doesn't take away WWE doing all women yield show for the 2 with Time being a outstanding thing. And I liked the show. I thought all the matches were good on it. There was no match on Reckoning Down. If there was, there wasn't. So there was no match on Reckoning Down at all. So that's all the time I got. If you like this film, give us a like, share and playlist it, and we'll see you later.